Good morning, Stampers. Happy Friday. I know, it's exciting, right? Looking forward to the weekend. I hope you guys are too. I hope you have some fun, crafty ideas planned or things to do with your time this weekend. So leave a comment if you have something fun and crafty that you're planning to do this weekend. So today on Maker Mornings with Meg, we are going to do a paper pumpkin reveal. So if you've gotten your paper pumpkin kit already, then maybe you've opened it or maybe you're waiting to see what we're gonna do this morning. If you haven't gotten it yet, they are still being in the mail, so don't panic. Usually they're a little bit dependent on where your post office is and how long it takes them to get the box to you. So hang in there. Rest assured it will probably still come. And when you get your paper pumpkin, I think you get a shipping confirmation that actually, or when it ships, you get a shipping confirmation. So you can track it. If you're one of my paper pumpkin customers, I'm perfectly happy to track it for you if you're concerned, but don't be concerned yet. They're still arriving. All right, and if you didn't get paper pumpkin this month, well, try not to be too sad. The projects that I'm going to show you can be made using other products from the catalog. So hang in there, and maybe you'll be inspired to want to get paper pumpkin next month. So if you hadn't subscribed and activated your subscription prior to January 10th, then you won't be getting this box. But there are some extra things that you can get with it. So I already opened my box and this was included. So these are the little love boxes. They're an add-on in addition to paper pumpkin this month. So if you wanted to get these little boxes to go with the cards and stuff that are included, you can get these, but you can only get them if you're a paper pumpkin subscriber. So if you want these boxes because they look cute to you, you can sign up to be paper pumpkin subscriber for next month. And then the option to buy these will be open to you when you're in my online store. So the link is in the video description for these little add-on boxes too. Okay, you guys ready? I think we're all here and ready to get started. So let me flip you down. Morning, guys. Hi, Jenny, Cheryl, Petra, Marie France. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Okay, so here it is, paper pumpkin. Hey, Trish. And if you didn't know, the names of the kits are on the ends of the box, so that makes it a little easier to find them if you have a couple stacked and you're wanting to know which one you got. Here we have that little add-on kit that I was talking about. It's $8, and it makes 20 boxes. All right, here are the directions. So these are the cards for this month's kit. It's a set of 8, so it's 4 of these lighter ones with the hearts and 4 of these ones with the poppy parade background. So let's go ahead and open here, because who needs the directions? You get ink, as you know, with paper pumpkin every month. So this is the ink spot. And then these are the stamps, and I have some of mine mounted already. So let's see. Can you see them better? You can see them better on the white. So here are the stamps for this month. Lots of fun choices. And you'll notice that they are reminiscent of some of the stamps that are in the catalog. So if there's one that you love here, you might look for its matching set from the January through June mini catalog, because you can expand on it. Like this little snail is related but different from the snails that are in the regular catalog set. So, okay. Then what do we have in the rest of our box? So I have all these pieces. I've already pulled some pieces out for a project today, but we have envelopes, these gorgeous poppy parade envelopes. Then we have card bases, and they are, like I said, they're printed front. The front and back of the card will be printed. They're white on the inside, so that's really nice, and they're a nice heavy weight. We have the front panels here that will go on the cards. And we have, oh my gosh, I didn't see these before. These enamel shapes in petal pink. I'm gonna use some of these on my project. We have adhesive pieces, because the thing with paper pumpkin, it makes a great gift for somebody who's not a stamper yet, or someone who's traveling or someplace away from home, because everything's in here, even the adhesives. The only thing you need to add is scissors. And your first paper pumpkin will come with a block in it too. So, all right, we have these labels, so I can show you my label stamping trick, and then all these pieces, of which I've punched out one that we need for our card. So let's set this aside. We're gonna need this, and now that I know, we're gonna need this. Oh, and there's a roll ribbon, which is separate, so we'll need that too. All right, you guys excited for the paper pumpkin? I am. So these are the parts that I've pulled out ahead of time to make the card kind of as shown. So I'm just gonna fold the card base. I'm going to, okay, make sure I'm doing this upside down. I'm going to take my piece here. It has some extra elements stamped on it, so I'm gonna use this stamp here and my Poppy Parade. I just use my ink pad because I have it handy. And these little guys, there you go, fit in the middle so that there's some stamped and some gold embossed. And then this is going to adhere to our card front. And I know this is upside down for you, but I have a hard time lining things up upside down. We were just talking last week about coloring upside down and how hard it is. And do I have this kind of on the right side? Nope, this way. Okay, so it goes this way. I didn't look at the directions, just the picture. All right, not that it's cheating to look at the directions. Okay, and then I have this, and because I have my multi-purpose liquid adhesive handy, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a strip of this on this little piece here so I don't have to worry about my adhesive popping off the sides. And I'm going to line that up and adhere. Okay, so we have that pretty well done. Then we need to add a label. This card is super fast. And if you've watched my Paper Pumpkin stamping tips or my kit stamping tips, always find that it's easiest to leave the pieces in the outline so that when you're stamping, you have the whole background to line up with, not just that little bit. So I'm going to, sending love your way is the greeting here, super cute. And this goes on here. And then if you want to, the picture actually shows, oops. I think I just cut my ribbon. Oh, well. Oh, no, I just cut the plastic. We're good. The picture actually shows kind of a bow behind here, so I'm going to tie this really quickly. And it shows kind of long tails and long loops, which you guys know I don't usually do. And then it's just stuck under here. So what I'm going to do is use an edge piece of my Stampin' Dimensional. I know you thought I ran out after yesterday's kangaroo card, but I still have more edges, not to worry. Let's see, make sure I get this on the right side. And then the reason I'm doing this is because I don't have to fuss with getting that bow stuck down. All I have to do is squish it under there and stick it down, okay? So there it is, our Paper Pumpkin card. So, hey, lots of people jumped in this morning. Kathy, Carol, Cindy, thanks for joining. All right, so you guys ready to see some alternate projects? If you didn't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin this month, not to worry. Oh, and of course you could put some things on there. I think I'm happy with it the way it is. I love the embossed, the foiled embossed. If you didn't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, the stamp sets that are included, or the stamp set that is included, aligns really nicely with some of the stamp sets from the catalog. So you might be able to find similar images there. And if you want to get that add-on kit, the little boxes, then you'll have to go ahead and sign up to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and then you'll be able to get those. Okay, so what is our alternate idea here? I'm gonna pull some pieces from the Sweet Valentine's cards and more. And I showed this on a snail project. Let's see, can I grab it here? Is it at my fingertips? Well, here's one snail project. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one here that used these cards earlier. So I took these Valentine cards with envelopes, and I didn't want to use them the way they're intended. They're a cute little envelope Valentine card, but I cut this in half and used a background here. And if you saw that video, I don't see the card that I made on that video. Anyway, if you saw that video, then you would know that I trimmed out a whole bunch of the background pieces, so I wasn't wasting it. And I'm gonna take one of these heart pieces here, which turn out to align very nicely with the big heart image from our Paper Pumpkin stamp set. And I'm gonna bring this back in here because when I'm using a really big photopolymer stamp, I really like to have some good alignment there. All right, so I'm picking up my piece here, and I'm going to align this here and stamp right on the printed card, okay? See how nicely that goes? And then to go with this, we are clearly going to need a snail because he is my favorite thing here. So I'm gonna use a Memento black ink pad and we're gonna color with Stampin' Blend. So I'm gonna pop him on there, And then I have my Stampin' Blends here. I just realized you can totally, my mess is on camera. Okay, that's all right. It is what it is, guys. Crafty is, creative is messy, right? So I have my Melon Mambo Stampin' Blend here, the lighter, and then I'm gonna take my darker and I'm going to just run over that center heart line and then once along where his little snail shell attaches. So you can kind of see there how that gets put together. And Trish, I'm glad you like the alternate ideas. My goal is to share them with you each month. So if you haven't been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber yet, you can, of course, do that. There is a link in the description to get prepaid kits. There's 2 different ways. I think I did a blog post about this last month. There's 2 different ways that you can get Paper Pumpkin. You can get it as a prepaid subscription where like you basically pay in bulk for either 1, 3, 6, or 12. I don't have 12 fingers. 12 months of Paper Pumpkin, and you get a code, and then when you put the code in the Paper Pumpkin website, it will charge your code because you've already paid for them. The advantage of doing Paper Pumpkin prepaid subscription is that you can earn celebration items with your Paper Pumpkin. So let me see, I think, is there a Paper Pumpkin page right in? Okay, well, I can't find the Paper Pumpkin page right now. Goodness gracious, why is that? Anyway, okay, well, I'll find it later. But Paper Pumpkin, you can get 2 ways, prepaid or you can pay each month. And then you can once you get your code or once you sign up, then you will be getting Paper Pumpkin. So the 10th of the month is a Magic Paper Pumpkin Day. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this while I'm talking. Oh, Jenny asked what color this is. This sort of pinky orangey color is actually Calypso Coral, which I got the idea for from the Valentine pieces there. So you can see our little snail. All right, so I'm gonna trim him out. And as I was starting to say, Paper Pumpkin, 2 ways to get Paper Pumpkin, month-to-month subscriber or prepaid code. And either way, you get the same Paper Pumpkin kit, and the 10th of the month is the day that you have to be signed up by in order to get that month's kit. So, all right, this, the ones for the card that I showed you before might be available as a refill later in the month, we'll see. And if you are a subscriber, you can also get refills. So you don't get the stamps for that, but you get all the paper pieces and embellishments and ribbons and so forth. Okay, next thing here, we need a greeting. I'm gonna stick with this sending love, and I'm going to go ahead and ink it and stamp it here in my Poppy Parade ink again. Did I just put my finger on that? I did, I put my finger on it and it smeared. So let's stamp it again and I'll refrain from putting my finger on it. And then this is the new double oval punch, which has both the regular oval and the, I'm trying to get this lined up, and the scalloped oval. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch this out. And there we have our greeting, and we can put our greeting on here. Now I'm gonna bring back this piece, cut it in half, slide this behind, layer this on a piece of petal pink, which matches the other pieces here. And here is our finished card. Ta-da! The big reveal. Yes, Jenny's right. The heart shell on the snail is super cute. It's a little different from the ones that are in the stamp set, so it's a fun addition. So there's one alternate project. I have another alternate project that is my favorite though. So let's take these pieces, and actually these would make cute little Valentines. You wouldn't have to mount it on cardstock. You could just use it like that. But let's come back here with a piece of Whisper White. So this is sized to go on a half sheet, and I folded mine the long way and then scored it in the center. Remember, when you're using long way cards, you always want to score so that you don't break those fibers and have some weird crinkling. And then, because I love them, I'm gonna grab my blending brush, and let's see, I think we're gonna go with Calypso Coral this time instead of Poppy Parade. It's the other color that's included in these cards, so that's kind of where I got my inspiration. I love using the Stampin' Up! Products for color inspiration. All right, let's see. Oh, Trish, I'm glad you like the cards. So I'm gonna use my blending brush, and here's what I'm gonna start off with. I want to add another snail, so we'll just kind of reuse this guy. And I want a greeting, but I want this to be a really like kind of subtle card, not quite as busy as this card. So subtle to me means lots of white space and then a focal point. So we're gonna make our focal point for him. And at first I kind of wanted him over here with a greeting, but the problem with that is that he's facing the wrong way. We want him to lead your eye to the focal point, not take him away from it, okay? So I'm gonna have to put that over there, which means my heart is gonna go over here. So what I'm gonna do is just set this here as a guide to myself, because I want our blending pieces here to have the heart as their center. So I'm taking Calypso Coral, I'm swiping, and then I'm circle. So remember my tip from yesterday's video is swipe, rub, rub, or swipe, circle, circle, swipe, circle, circle, swipe, circle, circle, swipe, circle, circle. I feel like this is getting dark enough. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of trial that over, and yep, that looks like a good size, so I'm gonna take that, bring my piercing mat back in so I get a really good image transfer on my large photopolymer stamp, and there we go. Okay, so this is gonna be our simple background. Now, to add to this, I have our cute little snail, and because we have that blended background, there is a really nice contrast between our snail and our heart. He really jumps off the page. Then we need a greeting. So I have this one stamped. I used the Melon Mambo, which I took from his shell and stamped it in Whisper White. I thought, well, maybe I want it to be a color because this is like white on white. It's okay, but it doesn't jump. So what if I put it on Petal Pink, which is the same kind of light shade of Calypso Coral and goes really well here. And that's okay, but check this out. I have all these little scraps left from the projects that I made using these Valentine cards, all these little pieces. So how about if I stamp my greeting on here and put it on there? So that actually, it just has a little, can you see there, a little bit of texture that adds some extra interest. All right, then it's okay as a strip. You know, I love strippy pieces, but put on there with a an oval like this is really even cuter. So, all right. Now, when I set that down there, I don't know if you saw, I put it kind of like this. I always try to avoid putting my greeting in the middle. I don't want to split my card in half. I want to kind of go with a rule of thirds. So I'm going to move it back over this way. So he's a little bit off to the side. So then our focal point is on the third line instead of in the center line. It's okay to do center line focus things, but then you really want to line everything in the center so that it has like a balanced kind of feel. If you're going to go off center, then stick with those thirds, okay? All right, so this is really cute, but what if I put a piece of the background oval on there? How about that one? I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't love that. I feel like it's too much. It takes distraction away. So what if we did, hey Melinda. Oh, how about this? What if we do the Petal Pink there? So there, I'll bring it up so you can see really clearly. There, it's just a real subtle difference there between the printed piece and the not printed piece. So I kind of like that. All right, I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna do this and stick it down. We're actually gonna, I know gas, I'm gonna stick this straight down because I want our snail to be sort of a focus here. So again, trying to avoid the center line. And then our snail will go up on a Stampin' Dimensional, the place of honor on its little snaily throne. All right, there he goes. All right, you see how that works? So there's that. Now I need to use some of these fabulous jewels because they are fun and they're in the Paper Pumpkin kit. So if you get a Paper Pumpkin refill kit, these jewels will be included in there. Refills are not guaranteed in any month. Sometimes Stampin' Up! Sells out the kits right away and they don't have extras. But usually they post if they're going to on the second Monday or the fourth Monday, the Monday after Paper Pumpkin replacements happen. So you can watch for those. All right, and I'm gonna go with 2. And I kind of got that on purpose right on the edge of the shading, and so that it would pop off the page a little bit. So if you're looking for the refill kits for these, make sure you log on next week and check in my online store under the paper pumpkin pieces. So, all right, and then that needs a card base. So I'm just gonna put here on our color on color. So we're just doing white on white, and then that's gonna pop up with dimensionals. Now, let me show you the sad thing that happened earlier. I started to kind of piece this card out earlier, and I got already pretty well done. And then, look at this. I smudged it. I'm so disappointed, but all is not lost. So I hadn't glued my layers down yet. And that's a tip for you with stamping in general. Don't glue your layers down until you are done, because you can still change things. So I'm actually gonna take this and, let's see, I should measure. 4 3/4 will cut off. So if I cut it 4 3/4, I can cut off my smudge. And then all I have to do is trim down my card base to match. So 4 3/4, I want it to have an 1/8 inch mat. So I need to go, there we go, right here to 5 inches. So 5 inches, I can cut through both those pieces at the same time. And look, there we go, smudge gone, not to worry, okay? So there are a couple tips for you this morning. I cut my card base, so I guess I can't show you this, but actually this is kind of cute. So what you could do is put another piece of contrasting cardstock over here just to have something different. So there are our paper pumpkin projects, the original, the one that uses the Valentine, Sweet Little Valentine cards and more kit, and then one that just uses the stamps and some cardstock and so forth. So I hope that you guys are inspired. If you have questions about Paper Pumpkin and how to sign up, I know last month when I showed our alternate projects, people were pretty excited, and several people signed up for Paper Pumpkin again. So thank you guys. And I hope you're excited about this month's kit. I know last month people were sad that they didn't get that one, but then they signed up. So hey, happiness, you get this one. And then next month, there will be another great kit. Next month's kit is cards, and I'll try to put a preview picture in the comments when I get done here and I go back and comment in case you want to see that one. It's also at the bottom of my blog post from the other day. There's a picture, like a sneak peek of the kit. The thing with Paper Pumpkin is that you don't know exactly what's going to be in it. Usually Paper Pumpkin has started telling us whether they're cards, which usually they are. There's definitely some feedback that people weren't super excited about the boxes necessarily. So they really wanted to get card kits. So I am super happy with what Stampin' Up! Did this month. They came up with a really cute Valentine's set of cards, which normally in the past years, January would have been some kind of treat boxes. And then they said, if you want treat boxes, we have you covered. So just get the add-on kit, $8 for 20 more boxes. You use your stamps that are already included. Super, super great solution. So kudos to Stampin' Up! For that. In any case, you can sign up now to get next month's kit, and rest assured that I will show you more alternate projects that you'll love, because really, I mean, great ideas here, right, for these paper pumpkins. It sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but they are cute. The stamps that are included, Stampin' Up! Does a great job of picking them. So even though Paper Pumpkin is a surprise, you will like it. It will come out and it's like Christmas. You just never know what you get, but it's fun. So let me know if you have questions about Paper Pumpkin. Share your excitement if you've got your kit already. We can cry with you if yours hasn't come, but really rest assured it'll be there soon. And yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I really hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you have some fun crafty things to do. Post your to-dos and things you're excited about crafting this weekend in the comments if you want to. We love to hear what everybody's working on. So Gabriella and Wendy, I know you guys just tuned on. You can watch the replay in a moment when it posts on the Facebook page. So you can check back and see these cards being made, and of course the Paper Pumpkin from this month, which honestly, it's a super striking card. I really like these. I might go ahead and make these up. A place that really is needing cards right now are senior care centers. So I think every town or near every town there's a senior care center. I encourage you or challenge you to make a set of cards and just sign them. Say, hey, hope you're doing well. We are thinking of you, and send them. So you can call the senior care center and ask how they'd like those done, or probably you can just go ahead and do them. But reach out to somebody who needs a card. Send a card, make a card, send a card. Have a wonderful weekend. And on Monday, I can't wait to hear where you guys sent your cards. So, all right, happy stamping. Have a great weekend. I love seeing you guys. So take care.